Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we dive into the video, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon. Let's dive in. The faint jingle of metal slipped through the mess in her bag, hidden under perfume bottles, receipts, and her work ID. My hand brushed it, smooth and cold. Handcuffs. I didn't react at first. I just held them, seeing my own reflection in the steel, and felt something shift inside me, like a door quietly opening in a dark room. What would you do if you found something like this in your partner's bag? When she came home later that night, her smile was practiced, her kiss routine. Busy day, she said. Deadlines, meetings, the usual. Her tone was too steady, too perfect. I put the handcuffs back in the bag, but I swapped the key. Same size, same shape, but an old one from a past security job. It would fit perfectly, but it wouldn't turn. Not without force, and even then, it would break. The next morning, she left earlier than usual. Late client meeting, she said, her voice smooth, casual, but something was off. I sat at the kitchen table, staring at her untouched coffee. The ring it left on the wood was a silent joke. A perfect circle marking months of her absences. The hidden laughs at messages I never saw. The phone turned face down during calls. The handcuffs were the first real crack in a lie I'd let go for too long. One small discovery can change everything. But what I did next? That was the real twist. That night, I checked her calendar. Thursdays after hours. Internal review. Always with Daniel, her boss. Married, older, rich. He treated women like prizes, men like nothing. I remembered his hand on her shoulder at last year's company retreat, staying just a second too long. She laughed then. Bitter now, that memory. I didn't confront. I watched. I learned her schedule, her routes, every excuse. Her phone spoke in coded texts. Stay after review. Lock the door. Bring the cuffs. I didn't touch it. I just watched the screen fade, like collecting proof at a crime scene. Thursday came. I waited across the street from her office. The glass reflected the sunset. At 9:47 p.m., the third-floor lights went off. Shadows moved. Laughter. A glint of metal. Handcuffs. I didn't stay. That night, she came home smelling faintly of his cologne. She showered, slipped into bed, whispered, "I'm exhausted." I whispered back, "You should rest." I stared at the ceiling until dawn. The next Thursday, I was back in position. Her text, "Running late. Don't wait up." I ignored it. Across the street, engine off, eyes on the same window. Blinds closed at 9:12 p.m. Lights dimmed at 9:20. By 9:31, she would have locked the door. I pictured it. Hands reaching into the bag, cuffs clicking around his wrists. But the key wouldn't work. At 9:40, Daniel's wife arrived. Tires cut the silence. She stormed into the lobby, reflection sharp in the glass. Poised. Furious. Chaos followed. She came home hours later, hands shaking, eyes red. "Something happened," she whispered. I looked up casually from a newspaper. "Did it?" Her voice broke. "Daniel, the cuffs, the key." I stood slowly. Silence stretched like a tight wire. "Maybe you used the wrong one," I said, calm. Her eyes widened. Horror settled in. She had found the truth, but the story had already changed. I hadn't needed to shout or accuse. I had just moved the pieces. The clock ticked between us, each second heavier than the last. She sank into a chair, trembling. I could have felt sorry for her. Almost did. But pity is for those who never chose their chains. I left before dawn. Streets empty, city sharp and awake. There is a strange peace in knowing. Quiet, clean, and cutting. Betrayal doesn't crash or shout. It whispers. A turn of a key that refuses to fit. Some locks never open again. Some hearts never return. I didn't look back.